Hi, my name is Bill Shelton. I'm with Shelton Products.
Hello folks, I'll show you how to tie the double snell knot, and I'm using 10-pound test P-line, extra strong, clear. This 3,000 yard spool, and for the Dacron I'm using, this happens to be Cabela's Dacron 1200 yard spool, 80-pound test. Dacron's been around for a long time, and remember the old sturgeon rigs used to be tied with it and stuff? And so this is how to tie it. Get your line down, and this is important. See how everything is coming from the left, and this is important, that this comes from your left. This is going to help you actually in tying that knot. And pull out what you want. Now it's important to see how that eye comes around this way and ends over here. Well, that's a pinch point. So you never would wrap that way, because you would end up pulling this line down in the pinch point. You would wrap to your left or counterclockwise, because that would bring this line around to the smooth side. You always want to keep your line out of that pinch point. And I see so many people that tie these snell knots, and that's the first thing they do, is pull that line down into that pinch point and pinch it like that. And while you're looking for the other end, find that other end and make sure that's out of your way. Pull it through, and see, and it comes down, and it'll just unloop. And now, holding the hook, I'll pull it tight, and then I'll go ahead and trim out, because you don't need the main line no more. And find your second hook. Find your second hook. Come down. I'm going to bring these down about even. See, about even like that. Again, I'm going to start this wrap counterclockwise to stay out of that pinch point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Find your pinch in the end. Now, I use the scissors as a tool. You're going to grab it like in the back. That holds the back hook. You're going to pinch the front two in the same direction. The points being both down like that. Then when you pull, you're pulling against this hook and this hook at the same time. And make sure when you grab it behind the point. If this line were to break, you don't want it to jerk it into your hand. So if that line broke right here, then this hook would be pulled out of your hand without you getting hooked. So you see, now you got them, and the whole thing here is you want them to be about the same direction. So if you pull this one tight first, follow this general procedure, you're more apt to have them go in the same direction. Otherwise, you're going to get one like this and one all cocked off like that. So now, the Dacron, getting back to why it's important to have this over here like that, is that is going to be used to help you tie the knot. Drop your line down and get the hooks away from your hand. Lay both this in your hands like this, and you're going to grab the line and you're going to make this big loop and then pinch it between the thumb and forefingers. This line and this line is being pinched and held by these two fingers. Now take this finger, and that's keeping this line and this loop together. Now you're just going to roll it with one hand. 2, 3, 4, and you're going to be a 4 turn. And see, and that's what the purpose of that is. It says you pull that to your right, the resistance will pull the loop down, help you reclaim a lot of that big loop you used. Now, it's important that you pinch both lines with this finger and this finger, so when you pull it down, as your uni-knot starts to open up and flip on itself, by holding both of them, you prevent this line from unwrapping down, and you end up with this line only being held in two out of the 4 loops. And so, by following this procedure, now pull the hooks down to about where you want them to be, and you're going to pull it about a medium. And if you haven't tied a lot, you can test it. Yeah, that feels real good. Now get these 2 lines out of the way, and the trimming is, when you're trimming Dacron, you need to trim under tension. See, and then we'll bring that around behind to hold it tight. Unless you got a super pair of scissors, this is kind of a dull, so when you cut it under tension, and you get a nice crisp cut. And you want to take your cigarette lighter with both this line and then out of the way, so you can't burn it. Burn it a little bit, burn it again, and the purpose of that is to keep it from unraveling. So now you've got a nice uni-knot slider, and if later you find it's too loose, grab it here, needle nose, right here with the needle nose, and pull, and you can tighten it. Sometimes I hold the knot, and I grab this between my teeth and pull, and turn it around, grab the knot this way, hold it between my teeth and pull. Or if you got only one pair of needle nose, hold it here and take your needle nose, and you can pull it like that. So that allows you to do future adjustments because of the 2 tag lines. And if I didn't burn them, they would just unravel down to where you don't have a lot of solid stuff to grab. So there you go. That's uni-knot, 8 turn, simple uni-knot, and that's what I tie the shad bullet rotator with, the minnow bullet rotator with, and the grub bullet rotator with. Is this double hook. On the grub, I only run 1 hook. On the MBR, I run the 2 hooks, and on the shad, I run 2 hooks. 10-pound P-line. Good stuff. Cabela's 80-pound Dacron. Could be any brand of Dacron. Just the Dacron is, I think, is the best because it grabs the line real tight. You get a nice, beautiful little uni-knot slider there. That's it, folks. Hope this was helpful, and look forward to meeting you on the water one of these days.